does it take to establish an environmentally economical and socially sustainable tourism? The state of Sikkim has made great strides towards achieving this goal in the recent years, leading its transition to a sustainable and ecological responsible tourism destination in India. Our guest diary, a homegrown startup, focuses immensely on developing community-based tourism in the state, which highlights traditional village homestays to channelize benefits to rural communities. The company provides guests with a one-of-a-kind experience promoting offbeat locations within the state and also all over the Northeast. Homegrown entrepreneur Mr. Pintso Gyatso, co-founder of our guest diary, talks about the brand being committed to tirelessly working on fostering a trustworthy relationship with the guest in order to provide impeccable quality in authentic experience that far outweigh the expectations of the guest signing up with the brand.
Our guest actually was, it's the brainchild of my colleague and co-founder Karma. So Karma was working in Bombay, and so once he quit his job, he wanted to come back to Sikkim. He always had this vision of, homestays, especially with the 13th Finance Commission, that homestay project that happened in the previous government. There's no company out there who's focusing and working, solely in this sector. So he came to me and, we had a chat, and he said that, this is something that he had in mind, and of course, a huge focus on technology. And I did already have some previous experience, running a lot of treks and experiences within Sikkim and North Bengal region. So that's how it started, because we wanted to address this particular segment of alternate accommodation and rural experiences and bring it under one umbrella. And that's basically how our guest started. Challenges are many, of course, because entrepreneurship in these parts is fairly new. And of course, like you will hear a lot of my other colleagues probably talk about, the ecosystem is not very it's not very tuned for entrepreneurship. So there's a lack of general sense of entrepreneurship being a source of livelihood where you can really do well in life, to begin with. So that has been basically, I think, more of a challenge, not just the ecosystem around it, but also about, I think, people's mindset on what entrepreneurship is. To begin with, our guest is the brand name. The company is actually called Topview Infolabs Private Limited, and we are 3 directors as of now. Me, my co-founders Karma and Sachin, and we are officially registered as a startup in the government of India also. So we are officially what you would call a startup that way, technically. What do we do? Basically, like I mentioned, we are into homestays and alternate accommodation. Okay, in a nutshell, we try and promote offbeat locations and experiences, highlighting a lot and focusing a lot on authentic local experiences, whether it's culture, traditions, heritage. We're trying to solve real world problems here, real world challenges. If you go today to any online portal, let's say, and try and efficiently book, accommodation, it's fairly difficult, because you will find a lot of small, let's say, operators or smaller aggregators that might be localized. But we are trying to solve this problem because we feel that there is a need. Like, if anybody wants to really travel in India or even in the Northeast, there is no one single trustworthy brand, that you can go to where you are assured that, the experiences that you book and the accommodations that you book will be fulfilled. There will be a certain level of quality, and, that you can trust. So as of now, we are working, and it's almost complete. We're working on a native website. We have a mobile application for all our homestay hosts, let's say, a mobile application in development for customers that they can book directly, and also basically trying to bring in a better system, internally, because as of now there are a lot of problems when you try and book accommodations that are in rural areas that don't have great internet facilities. So there are some very big challenges. So I would say that going forward, it's technology that is mostly what we're working on right now. So it's geographical expansion, and I think leveraging a lot more on technology.
He further talks about the challenges faced by entrepreneurship in Sikkim as being fairly new, lacking the infrastructure for being a mainstay as a source of livelihood, and about changing this mindset as well as regulating better system in place to harmonize organic entrepreneurship in the state.